All right. Let's move along to a little bit of news here as the training camp schedule was released. I don't know if you guys seen this or not. We went ahead and uploaded it into the Patreon group, so you got quick access to it there. I don't know why I did that, but let's zoom back out. Here we go, Tim. Jot these down, sir. I know you already got one printed over at your house, don't you?
You know it, baby.
Get ready to go.
So, here's the calendar. If you guys want to freeze frame it, pause it, whatever. This is over on Packers.com. It's all over Twitter as well. Obviously, training camp looks like it's going to open up on the 21st, I believe. But the first open practice is going to be 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday, July 23rd. Now, we also listed the important dates, Tim. If you'll notice too, in the media assets section, we've actually got both of these images in there for quick reference if you guys ever need them and I'm not here. But here are the important dates on the preseason calendar. July 18th, quarterbacks, rookies, and injured players report. So, guys, we are officially less than 1 month from the quarterbacks, rookies, and injured players reporting for training camp. We made it.
We made it.
Now, also on July 18th, the Packers 1K Kids Run, kids 10 years old and younger. That's going to be presented by CareSource at 6 p.m. If you guys got kids in the Green Bay area, obviously that's going to be a fun event.
1,000 miles for the children? That's too far.
They got a carb load. I know that, man. They better got their carb load. Saturday, July 19th, the Packers 5K run / walk. I love that they put that walk in there for people like me. Like, hey, you can walk it if you want to.
You can walk over to a food truck.
walk over to 1919 Kitchen and Tap and go and get you some beer cheese soup and some cheese curds and a nice cold bruschetta and stare out the window overlooking Onada at the people running the 5K. Look at them go. That's what I'd be doing. So that's going to be, it looks like it's presented by Amplify, by Bell and Health, Lambeau Field, 8 a.m. on Saturday, July 19th. Tuesday, July 22nd is when the veteran players report. So again, quarterbacks, rookies, injured players on the 18th, veterans on the 22nd, and then the first practice will be July 23rd at 10:30 a.m. at Ray Nitschke Field, obviously if it's weather permitted. Friday, July 25th is the shareholder meeting. Tim, are you going to go to that?
I go every year. Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
We need some kind of something for it. It's going to be early in the morning though, right? Or is it? No, it's 3 p.m. Yep. If I'm not working that day, maybe we can do a live stream and you can just kind of feed us reports, through text message or whatever.
Absolutely.
You can get some good pictures and stuff. That'd be fun to have you boots on the ground over there. So.
Definitely.
Strap a GoPro to Tim and just send him in there.
2 days now. They started that last year. So you got camp. We've got camp practice that day as well. And then the shareholders meeting right after. So it'll be a long day.
Mrs. Green says, Tim, take me to the meeting this year. Tim said, no, this is business only.
I only got one pass. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, absolutely. I will take the missus this year for sure.
Hey.
Take her out to lunch or dinner after, Tim. That's a perfect date right there.
There you go.
Krista Casuan says, love Tim as a reporter on the scene. You got to give the Buckets Goldenberg voice while you're out there, Tim.
Reporting live from training camp 2025.
You got to wear a fedora and just walk around with an unlit cigar. That's right.
Say it's a baby, see? Yeah, it's a baby.
Can't smoke anywhere nowadays.
All right, so the shareholder meeting, 3 p.m. Lambeau Field. That's July 25th. Saturday, August the 2nd is going to be family night. Again, Saturday, August the 2nd. We will be doing a live stream right here, watch party. We can't put it on the screen, but as everybody's watching, we'll be bringing you updates. We'll be following X reports, people showing videos on there. It'll be a lot of fun. It's just going to kind of kick off the entire thing. I can't believe this is right around the corner.
Real quick before we move on to the next date. Also, Saturday, August 2nd, Sterling Sharp enshrined in Canton, Ohio in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So big day for Packer fans all around. Congratulations once again to Sterling Sharp going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do something that night as well. Well, it's going to be family night. We'll be doing the live stream. Probably have the Hall of Fame over here, and we'll give you guys Twitter updates on that as well. It's going to be a fun night, man. How about that?
Yep, big day for football, man.
That's awesome. And then Thursday, August the 21st, is the last practice open to the public. It's going to be a joint practice with the Seattle Seahawks at 10:30 a.m. Ray Nitschke Field. Get ready. There will be fights every year.
Get ready to go.
So, And hopefully none of them run like that cat that was faced off against Adrian Peterson. So when you look at family night, it's going to be August the 2nd. And the very next week on August the 9th at 7 p.m., we got a home game against the New York Football Jets. And then August 16th, we travel to the Indianapolis Colts. I might try to go to that. I think we got direct flights to Indy.
Nice.
I might do that.
Call up Pat McAfee. Maybe he'll let you borrow the suite or something, you know?
There you go.
Amelia, why don't you and Clayton go to that game, cover it on the 16th? It sounds like me and Tim are going to be going to the 23rd game.
Nice.
To see the Seattle game. So just saying.
I wish I had my
boots
Kevin
on the
Malone,
ground.
my Kevin Malone pick. What is Seattle?
We need to do some Tom Brady voodoo on the weather there, Emilio, and get let's say the week of the 3rd through the 9th, we get the worst drought in Tennessee history.
Right. Yep.
Just skip over the yards
Mhm.
on the weekend and make it 16.
Yep. Yeah. You mow it that week during the drought, and then that next week you're golden. You don't even need to show up.
Here's a little secret too, guys, for those of you who want to get in the mowing business. You plan your vacation this way, right? When you see a drought coming up within 2 weeks, you go, all right, the week before, put that sucker all the way to the ground.
I knew you were going to say, cut it at 1.
Cut it in.
Over there cutting putting greens on people's.
Yeah, dude. The next day, you'll get the text rolling. I don't think mine needs it this week. It's pretty brown. I bet it is.
Yeah, told the weed eater to burn the edges too. We're good to go, man.
That's it. So there you go. There is your training camp schedule, preseason schedule, all that good stuff. I'm excited, man. This is going to be a fun year. And again, I think we're one step closer to competing for a Super Bowl. I think this is the year that the window officially opens. Last year, I know I caught a lot of hell for it, but I was pretty vocal. And man, I don't know. It's just, I think we'll have a good team, 10 to 13 wins, but I never, team can get hot. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't feel like we had a legit shot to compete for the Super Bowl last year. And I thought we somewhat overachieved personally. And I know people look at it like it was a down year because we didn't get a playoff win last year like we did the year prior. But I don't think anybody was expecting us to go into Dallas, just absolutely beat the brakes off of Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. So for me, I feel like the team is a little bit older. I think these guys that obviously were much younger last year. You won one more year in the offensive system, one more year in the defensive system. I think you improved the defensive line coach. Time will tell if that's the case with Coach Covington. I think Edgerrin Cooper is set to have a big year. I think Quay Walker, if he stays healthy, will have a good year. I think he'll have his best year to date. If the contract isn't done, he's going to be playing for his career. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be playing for his next contract. So there's going to be some extra incentive there as well. So, that's going to be, as Drew said here, come on, Love, take that next step like we know you can. If he does too, Drew. And here's the thing, Drew. Do what you did last year and reduce the interceptions by 5. If you can do that and you finish the year 32 touchdowns, 6 or 7 interceptions, something like that, this team probably going to win 2 more games. I mean, that was the common denominator when we went back through those really important games that we lost last year, was just throwing 1 or 2 many, 1 to 2 too many interceptions in those games. And they ended up being kind of the difference in the game. What I'm really excited about though is week 1, obviously against the Detroit Lions. I think we've got some extra. Another thing here at the top, guys, if you guys ever need it and I'm not on here, this is the NFC North 2025 schedule, a little bit blurry, but you can see how it all lays out by week. Pretty cool little graphic there, right? And then also weeks 1 through 6 we now have up here. This is a really cool graphic from Nerding on NFL. This shows you the entire NFL schedule that week. And I love how you guys slotted in, right? So like
week 5 bye. Wow, I forgot.
What's that?
We got a week 5 bye.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We drew the short straw this year, I guess.
Yeah. So you can kind of see how everything lays out in the time frame, what channel it's on, all that good stuff. So I think there's a good chance that Sunday, probably already being confirmed, I would imagine, that September 7th matchup against the Detroit Lions on CBS, that would probably be Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I don't know about you guys. I like them. I love hearing them call a game. I know Tony Romo catches a lot of hell. They say he's out there drunk. He's on the sauce while he's calling the game. I think he does a good job. That's going to be fun. But look at the week of football there in week 1. You're going to have The Cowboys going into Philadelphia, they're going to show their banner and everything, right? Their ring ceremony, all that good stuff will be that week, I would imagine. So we get to see the Eagles potentially beat up on the Cowboys, right?
Oh, yeah.
Home on Thursday night. And then on Friday night, you got Pat Mahomes and Justin Herbert. I've noticed that the guys here on the show, I want to get y'all's take on this too. I've noticed y'all are way, way lower on Justin Herbert than I am. Now, I'm not saying he's a top 5 quarterback, but I think he is a top 10 quarterback. I feel like he's in that top 10. Am I wrong in that assessment of how you guys feel about him? Where would you rank Justin Herbert? Just right off the bat, not studying anything. Give me a number. It don't matter. Jacob, I'll let you go first. You seem like you're probably the most vocal when it comes to Justin Herbert in that regard.
I would say he's from rankings 12 to 15, somewhere in there.
Got it. Emilio?
I'd say it's probably from like 6 to 9.
Okay. Tim?
Yeah, I was going to say 8 to 10.
Yeah, and I think he's a top 10 quarterback too. I do. So what you're going to have is an aging Pat Mahomes, which last year people would say that he wasn't as good as he has been in the past. Pat Mahomes against Justin Herbert, who is set to be, like we said, some of us think he's a top 10 quarterback. I think that's going to be a good matchup, man. Friday Night Football on YouTube TV. That's going to be exclusive to YouTube TV. That'll be fun. And then, of course, that week 1 slate of games there. Pittsburgh at the Jets.
Revenge tour.
Oh, it is a revenge tour.
Yeah, come on now. Don't be farting on that, Clay.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
go.
right. That thought was not warranted.
It's even better because it's Rodgers and Fields.
Yeah.
No, it's Rodgers against his former team that made him fly across the country just to tell him to, the door combination changed and you're not welcome here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. y'all just sold me on that.
How much do you think that house move cost?
And we know, Aaron's not the type of guy to have a chip on his shoulder, right?
Nah.
So that 1 o'clock window is that'll be the game to watch there for sure. Then we get into the Fox games in that same 1 o'clock window. What catches your eye there? Was we got Bengals at the Browns. Baker at Atlanta. Who said that, Jacob?
Yeah.
Jacob, who said that?
I don't know, but they're dead to me.
So you're going to have Baker going into Atlanta. That actually might be a good game, to be honest with you. That's probably the game out of that.
Revenge game. Come on, man.
And then in the 4 o'clock window, of course, at 4:05, you got the Titans at the Broncos. Don't really care. 49ers at the Seahawks, could care less. 4:25. What that tells me is you got your 20 minutes, Jacob, to go downstairs, use the bathroom, get something to eat. Wash your hands before you get something to eat after you use the bathroom. But then you got the Texans.
Brush the crumbs out of the beard, right?
There you go. You got the Texans at the Rams. That might be a sneaky good game, but we know we're going to be watching Lions at the Packers. Then wrapping up the first Sunday slate of games in week 1 is going to be the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson traveling to the Buffalo Bills facing Josh Allen. That's going to be a blast. So we get to watch Jair play with the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. And then Monday Night Football, Vikings at the Bears. Y'all enjoy those NFC North matchups as much as I do?
Yeah.
You just want both of them to look like crap. You know what I mean? Fall flat on
tie. I hope they freaking tie.
Yeah. 2-2, right, Tim?
That's
2-2.
Yeah, 2 safeties, and that's it.
What do you think, Emilio? What do you think about that week 1 slate? Man, it looks pretty good, no?
That's a nice slate. I mean, they talked about it, 272 games or something like that. They had to plan it out, got to make sure that everybody gets it, and they guessed right having Rodgers go to the Steelers. And I mean, I think the schedule makers are happy with the way it laid out, honestly. And it's pretty spread out. You're not overlapping too many games that you'd be worried about, missing. But yeah, a couple of divisionals in there. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, completely agree. All right, anything else here with the schedule y'all want to look at, boys, before we wrap up? Anything at all? Good? All right. That's it. That's the show. Appreciate everybody. This was a lot of fun. Again, we're going to be doing a giveaway this Saturday. The autographed Luke Musgrave card. Just make sure you're a member of the $3 tier in our Patreon group. We'll put your name on the wheel and spin it, see if who's the lucky winner. I want to give a shout out to Mountain Man Pack, who was the winner of the Enigbare card. So we've got 3 cards going out this month. This will be the 4th going out. And then we will also have the autographed Dorsey Levens jersey going out to one of the lucky people who donated to this awesome cause that we've got going on over here, where we are giving away this autographed Dorsey Levens jersey, donating to My Autism Connection. Basically, for every $5 you donate there, go into that link there, givebutter.com/KRPSJ5. Just click on my Twitter account at Packers_access. You'll see the link in there to take you directly to it. For every $5 you donate, you'll be entered in the contest one time. So that's a jersey that I paid for and got the certificate of authenticity, all that good stuff. So when can we donate to Mac until S2O for this? Up until the last day of June, we're gonna run it all the way through the month of June there, 2-0 for this. So again, that's just we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna give it away. We'll probably do the first Saturday of July is when we will do the giveaway and announce it here live on here. And that's My Autism Connection, building hope, community, and independence for autistic adults. All right. Anything else, boys? We good?
Good.
All right. Let's get out of here. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Again, shout out to AFAM's mom. Appreciate you hanging out in the chat.
Nice lady. Real
We
nice.
didn't see her in here tonight, did we?
She's